We're here with, what is your name?
Darth Vader.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm in law enforcement.
And what seems to be the problem?
Well, Jerry, I just don't know what I'm going to do with my kids. My kids have been brainwashed by these left-wing terrorists into believing that the government is evil.
I see.
And since I work for the government, I guess that must mean that I'm evil too.
I see.
My daughter's been dating this guy named, and I'm not making this up, Han Solo. Oh, was he clever? Jerry, it's an obvious reference to masturbation. The guy's a career criminal. He's always in trouble with some loan shark. And let me tell you something. I've been trying to nail this punk for a long time.
Well, I certainly am glad we have dedicated law enforcement officials such as yourself to protect us from the scum. Tell us a little bit more about your son.
My son, I don't even want to get into him. He's gotten himself into so much trouble, he blew up a federal space station called the Death Star.
And, was there a daycare center on this Death Star?
Yes, there was, Jerry.
And after your son blew up the Death Star, what did you do?
I went to the Emperor and asked him to give my son a pardon. He agreed. We were going to give my son a job in law enforcement, working under me.
And after you made this offer to your son, how did he respond?
He stabbed me in the arm with a lightsaber.
Oh.
I had to cut off his hand in self-defense. I didn't want to do it, but again, I'm the bad guy.
Let's bring out this son of yours now and see what he has to say for himself.
Power to the people! Down with the fascist pig state!
You are one sick and disturbed young man. Do you know that?
First off, the Death Star was a legitimate military target. Second off, there was no daycare center on the Death Star. It's just government propaganda.
Oh, come on, son. We all know there was a daycare center on that Death Star.
Let him talk, Jerry. Let him talk.
Now, wait a minute. I had a brother on there, and he was killed by the Death Star.
Let's do a standing shot of Vader.
I find your lack of faith in our government disturbing.
You big bully, leave him alone!
If you've ever slept with your mother and then cheated on her, you could be a guest. Call 1-800-GO-JERRY.